Hello YouTube. Today we're gonna write our first C program, which is a Hello World application. So in this program, basically we're just gonna write some text which will be output on the terminal, right? So let's start. So the first line, which I am already wrote here, is include stdio.h. Basically here I imported a library. So every C program we write will need some libraries, and we import those libraries before starting our program in the beginning. So here I'm importing a library which is standard input output, and it's a header file. So stdio stands for standard input output, and as it's a header file, so its extension is .h. So our compiler knows where these files are located and how to import them. So if you're still curious to look where these files are, you can look into user/include folder in your Linux or Unix distros. And after that, here I defined a function. It's the main function. Here is the name of the function, that's the main, and this is the type of the function, that's int, and these are some arguments. So basically every program in C, when you're gonna write, you will have to import some libraries and to define a main function, and this is the return statement of the function. So every function returns something. So as it's a integer type function, it returns a 0. So whatever the code we're gonna write for this program, we write inside the main function. So basically any C program you're gonna write, you can start with this these lines of code. So basically you can import the library, define the main function, have the parentheses, and get the main function to return something like 0. So all of this, if you don't understand any of these lines, don't worry, you don't really need to. With time you will understand. That's what I mean. So let's start writing the code for our Hello World application. So basically we're gonna write we're gonna use printf, that's used to print text in the terminal in C. So we're gonna write Hello World. So in printf, within these brackets, whatever text we put between the inverted commas, that text is printed as such when we run the program, right? So here I wrote hello world, and after hello world there is a \n. This is called the new line character. So I'll just mention it here. \n is equal to new line. So as we write in a text processor or something, so we are writing a line and then we press enter to go into new line. In C, if you have if you want to change the line into new line, you have to type \n, which is a new line character. Okay, let's try running our program right now. Okay, we have one file which is hello.c. I'm gonna compile clang.c/. So here it just prints hello world. So what happens if I remove this \n? You see, it still prints the hello world, but it doesn't know that the line ended here and it needs to put a new line. So basically the terminal thing starts right where it ended. But if I put the new line again, now it doesn't do that. Now there's a new line, right? So just to explain it a little bit in detail, let's say end of program, and if there is no new line between here and so you could see everything, all the lines, these are 3 different lines, but they are all printed in one same line because there's no new line characters. So if I put the new line characters here, it will solve the program. Other thing I want to make sure you put the semicolon at the end of every line, which is important for the syntax, for the C syntax. If you don't put semicolon, it doesn't know where the line ended, so it cannot understand your code. For example, if I remove this one, so it's telling me one error generated, and it's telling me hello world error, expected semicolon after expression. So this is something like when we write sentences in English, after every sentence end we put a full stop. So in C we put a semicolon after every line of code, right? So /n is the new line, and printf is the command which we use to print text on screen. So basically that's it for this tutorial. Let's do a quick revision. In the beginning of every program we include the libraries, and these library files are located in user include folder of your Linux and Unix distros. Every C program has a main function, and the main function has a type which is int in this case, and some arguments which stays almost same almost all the programs. And then whatever is in these brackets, you put your code between that of the main function, and then every function returns something. So our main function, we just put a return 0, which doesn't really mean anything. It's just a formality because we need to return something in our main function. So I guess that's it. See you guys in the next tutorial.